there, good evening, and welcome. This is Strong and Sassy on your superstation of joy.
I used to bite my tongue and hold my breath.
FM. It's really great to see you and to be here. And we'll see my guests, and then great to be here for you. So we are back again. Oh my God, you need to watch the show on Facebook because it is like the reincarnation of I don't even know what it's a reincarnation of, but it's amazing. My guests tonight are like the original core Strong and Sassy team. Amma and I were on the first show together.
Yeah.
Yes, Amma and I were on the first ever show of Strong and Sassy together. And Esinam and Aram, they are just here every week. So I mean,
No, please, be accurate. I have not been here in a minute.
wow, she hasn't been here.
You have abandoned me. Have dogged me for the past 3 months.
I'm really sorry. And we're missing Adepa this evening.
Yes,
Counsel, lawyer,
Esquire.
Actually, this is a formal
Congratulations to our girlie. Esquire.
Adepa.
You get lawyer.
You have made us proud.
You get lawyer.
We have a lot. Like
get lawyer.
right now, there we for talk.
Right
we can
now,
say
it's
anything.
like me. Touch me outside.
Hey.
Touch me outside. I have lawyer.
It's not easy. So just shout outs to you, Adepa. Anyway, the girls are here. Esinam, they don't really need an introduction, but Esinam Batali, Amma Ablode, and the other one.
Wow. Lindsay.
Aram, you know my favorite.
Oh.
Wow. And tonight we're talking about proposals. So you guys have seen that video, right?
Yeah.
I like the way I've been described the video. Like you've seen the video. It took me a minute. Anyway, so we're talking about proposals, the pressure of public proposals. Whether it's an embarrassment or whether it's something you should do. So we're going to talk about proposing. We're going to try and show you guys, tell you some of the things we like so that you know how to do it. And then whether to source whether you get a yes or no, because the sourcing is very important. You have to be sure that you get a yes before you get slapped, like in that video.
Woto.
I know, right? I was so hurt for the guy.
I thought it was a
genuinely
skit.
confused about why.
Secondhand embarrassment never caught me like this. Like,
Yes.
Well, at least his guys helped him.
Yeah,
they
they
tried
did.
to use him by spraying him some money.
No.
I
That even
like
made it
money.
worse.
I honestly thought it was a skit.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I thought so too. But earlier today, I got some extra information where the lady says this guy has actually asked her out a couple of times. They're not even in a relationship. to start with.
I
But the guy has
suspected it.
asked her out a few times, and she's repeatedly turned him down. So for him to
go
try
the
that
extra step.
publicly was
You know, people always think it's women that are always trying to do things for clout, right? But then there are men who actually do things for clout. And this is a typical example.
I don't know if
Because
this
for
is
a
clout
person that
or-
has been asking you out and you saying no, why would you want to propose to me in public? Like, are you trying to embarrass me or you?
I think it's giving stalker.
It's
You
giving
know,
weirdo
somebody
vibes.
and as somebody who's had about 2 of such people around, it's very hard to manage,
2 of such what?
Weird people.
Craziness.
Crazy people.
Amma on the obsession.
No,
What's
I do not. It's nothing to brag about. I do not want it. I won't brag about it anywhere. I don't want it at all. Like, I had to put in a lot of measures to cut things off. Like, to not. I never gave any indication of interest. There was nothing. It just popped out of nowhere. It was very difficult to manage.
Yeah, just
you know.
imagine that person proposing to you
Yes,
out of the
imagine,
blue.
yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
I mean, if the person got closer to me, yes, I would have gotten that because I was getting it in messages. A lot of it.
Right.
It was giving cuckoo.
crazy.
No, I get that. And I mean, with the backstory that you've given us, I mean, we definitely understand it. It's a bit much. I mean, imagine if her actual boyfriend was there.
Yeah.
You know,
Now you have come to cause a fight.
yeah.
Because
What's to
How am I
say
going to
that-
explain this?
Like
How?
how do I explain it in a way that's believable? That one, I do not have any relationship with this person because what makes them feel entitled to the opportunity of
Proposing
proposing
marriage.
to me? It's like the literal explanation is something should have happened between you and the person that
For
gives
them
them
to
the
think-
vim to say that marry me
Yeah.
publicly as well. There's nothing you can say to somebody who is probably insecure that you don't have anything to do with. Like, imagine that you're with somebody who already is like feeling some type of way, and or maybe guys like you too much, I'm scared and all that, and acts like in a jealous fashion or in ways that like pose even danger to you yourself because of the kind of obsession they have with you and something like that. And then now they see a video on social media of somebody proposing to you, and like maybe you were too polite to say no. Maybe you were too polite to say no, and or too polite to give the guy the kind of hefty slap he got. You know, then how do you explain to your
For me,
partner
I think slapping him was
extreme?
extreme, yes.
Yes.
But I understand the level of frustration people like that can give you. I really get it, but I still think that the slap was too much.
At no point should you be
If the guy is
physically violent.
actually really close to the edge of crazy, that could actually trigger him to do worse.
But
Yeah.
do
know?
you think he's actually crazy, or was he just like hopeful that okay, this?
No, it
Hopeful
could be,
for a
it could be
date.
just
Hopeful
being
is when you are
hopeful.
asking for a date. Because
marriage is
because this person
No,
hasn't
some
even been
people,
out
their
with
hope
you.
gets that far. Like, oh, maybe you think I just want to have fun. Let me tell you, like, this is marriage. Oh, I'm trying to cut you because I want to marry you. You know, so he's thinking, oh, this girl probably thinks I want to just have fun with her. You know, I'm not joking.
Yeah.
So let me.
You know
go
how people
ahead.
always say that, oh, I'm not interested in you to be your boyfriend. I want to
Yes,
marry
marry
you.
you.
These days, people just don't ask you out basic. Like, I want to marry you.
Oh,
Who said I want to marry you?
And because they think that, you know, when they mention marriage,
yeah,
then
yeah,
you
yeah,
You
would
would
yeah,
think
yeah.
that.
give
So I'm sure
them
he's
the
been
attention.
asking her out, and she's been saying, it was like, oh, let me prove that I'm serious. But why are you proposing to me at somebody's wedding?
that one. You
Like
know?
at somebody's wedding.
Someone else's wedding.
but where else?
But you know the general concept of even stealing someone's thunder at their wedding self.
Now the wedding is not about them anymore. It's about this
about you.
proposal.
And
So do you guys want to give our listeners some background? Because not everybody has. I don't know.
Miss
who
Aram
is
should narrate
going-
the story.
So what had happened was
Ah, no.
a
Finally,
certain
here we go.
gentleman proposed to a certain lady at a wedding, and the lady slapped him. And from what we've gotten from Amma tonight, which is extra tea, is that this young man has been trying to pair their sister, but the sister said no. And you know, I'm sure this has been happening in their circle for a while, because obviously I think it's like a groomsman and bridesmaids thing.
I don't know if he was a groomsman, but
No,
the
he
lady
didn't
was
look like
giving
a
a speech at the wedding.
Exactly. And then
she
he
was
decides
shut
to
short.
hijack the moment and say, would you marry me? And the lady said, not today, Satan, and
Not
gave it to him.
A slap.
Woto simple. And now we are here to dissect the matter.
Okay. How would you like to be proposed to?
In private, with my close family. No, not my family. They are my friends. My friends are my family, but very private. Don't do anything crazy. And like you rightly said, I mean, I'm sure we'll discuss this later, but there has to be conditions that are fulfilled, certain things that has to be done for me before you propose. Can't take me out on 2 dates and then propose to marry me. That's crazy. We need to, probably parents have to meet, probably start some form of counseling, heading towards that direction before you make
No,
any
but
grand
that's a lot
gestures.
of people, because people will argue that if the man, let's say you're dating and he knows your family, obviously he'll come and ask permission that
Exactly.
he wants to propose. But is it not after the proposal that now you do the counseling? You have to be in counseling and things before proposal.
So, like I'm saying, you have to meet my family, and I'm sure if we dig further into this matter, I'm not sure any of that has happened.
no, I'm talking about you.
Yes,
in
so
fact. And I'm
yes, you have
interested in
to-
you guys.
Yes.
You know.
So you have to meet my family. It's key. And I mean, I don't know where you're gonna get my dad and ask for his permission to marry me, but we can use a proxy, and then yeah, you
So
can go.
if he wanted to surprise you, it would be impossible.
Oh, let it just
Surprise
not
me
be.
for what? Why?
Surprise!
Yeah, but you're not romantic at all.
Hey, please, so you've
Let
not
me
asked
finish.
you,
I'm
so you
coming
Let
cannot
me
to
say
finish.
people.
So
Okay,
yes,
listen.
surprise proposal. I don't mind, but let it not be like a live.
It can be a
thing.
surprise and be in private.
Exactly, it can be a surprise and be private, but like not cameras and like we're live and you're trying to propose. So private, let it be a
Like
surprise.
we're on Strong and Sassy right now. Then somebody will appear and want to propose. Excuse me, are you okay?
Wow.
Somebody sent me flowers from just listening to me on the show for
that's
Valentine's
nice.
Day.
That's sweet.
But that's
So
nice.
sweet.
That's
not-
very kind.
Yeah, I'm saying it's not bad. Why are people looking at me like I'm
Because it's
crazy?
so out of context that we're
Right?
So
saying-
surprise but private.
Okay, Amma, we
Amma.
really want to hear about Amma's
Yes.
dream proposal.
Okay, to me, private or public, I don't mind.
Mm.
You just have to ensure that we're on the same page before,
Yeah.
and you get to know that by the fact that we are actually in a relationship. We are both in a relationship. We've talked about the future. We've talked about life together, the future, our kids, and all. So you know that, okay, I also want this with you. You want this with me. Then I don't mind if you do it publicly or privately, but either ways, just a little effort. The effort doesn't mean spending so much money, but even if you're doing it at home or anywhere, just I want to feel that you've actually thought of this, that you want it to feel special. You understand it's monumental. It's moving our relationship from one stage to the other.
Yeah.
I
Effort
just
is
want
key.
effort.
Yeah, yours is a lot of effort.
Me?
Yes, with that we have
Yes.
to be doing counseling. I thought all of those.
Oh no,
things are-
counseling, dear. Hey,
It's
before
after. I mean, is
the
it not
proposal.
after?
Whichever way, just make sure we're on the same page.
Yeah, just being on the same page, and we get to know that from the relationship after we've talked about the future we both hope for. And the thing is that when we have that conversation, immediately I'll let you know if what you said is something I'm into. Yeah, it's aligning with the future I foresee for myself. You would know. You know, I would let you know immediately. I won't keep quiet, and then so when you come and propose to me, there's no way I'm saying no without you knowing.
Yeah,
You know,
you would
after that
know,
conversation, if it's not in line with what I'm looking for, I'm going to be like, especially now. You know, maybe a few years ago, I would be so mindful of your feeling. I'll spend so much time thinking of how to let you know. But now, anymore, I'm telling you immediately, like, or I'll just slide away.
Slide away.
away.
Now ask me.
I'm even afraid. Okay, Esinam, how would you like to be proposed to?
Even my wedding, I don't want it to be public. The wedding itself, sef, you will just get thank you for your support, artwork in your DM. Nobody showing up anywhere. How much more proposal, my dear? It's just between you and I and our God. Thank you for your question. Next.
Wow, I get that. I mean, but why? Why? Oh, the proposal I get with the privacy and all that, but why private wedding? Why? No, not private wedding, but from the way you are saying it is like,
Nothing
will
is
there
happening.
be people there?
No.
Right. It will be who and who and
Me and the person I'm marrying and the officiating
I
minister.
think that's fine too.
no family.
Nobody's showing up anywhere.
Does your mama know that she's not coming to your wedding?
She'll do
She's
the
She's
traditional.
listening now.
She'll do the traditional part
Okay,
of
so
it.
the traditional.
So
will
then it's
be-
going
It will
be a
be in the
traditional
family. That one self strictly by invitation, and the invitation is 10.
I mean, it's definitely a thing. The first time I got married, we had 50 guests.
Oh, I envy you.
So
I aim for a smaller subset of
we
that.
had
Subset
we
of
had 50
50.
guests. It was tough. But we had 50 guests. But I think the reason we were able to do the 50 guests is because we weren't in Ghana and our families were here.
No,
So it was very easy to keep.
because
them
my
in-
family is big.
Exactly.
If I don't do, thank you for your well
Your
wishes.
support,
It
will
is
be
bus.
500 people.
Yes,
It is bus.
It is bass boost.
And
For
then
me, I'm very open to a very you know, like, which is very funny because years back I even made a video with my friend to talk about this. My friend was a wedding planner, And I was like, oh, the kind of wedding I want. You know, the most expensive thing would be my ring. Now I don't feel that way anymore. I was completely against somebody proposing at my wedding. Right now, I really don't mind.
Okay.
And the wedding, I was like, sometime back, I was like, I want a wedding that people will spend the whole day. I need them from
the
morning till
Achalugu
night
and this thing
time.
wedding. Hey.
And now, honestly, I'm even exhausted. Even
Exactly. It's
remembering-
exhausting hearing
so
you talk
exhausting.
about it.
Hearing myself talk about it, I'm like, wow, time does change a lot of things, you know.
Yeah. No, as you
Yeah.
get older, you are tired.
You are tired.
Yeah,
You are tired. I don't
now.
have the energy to
I'm
entertain plenty people.
Very small crowd. You know, one time I just roughly say, okay, so if I were to say I'm getting married now, I'm doing a wedding, how many people would I invite? And I just started thinking of, okay, the people who would think they would get an invite from me. I just started making, I'm like, okay, let's say if I want to do 50 people. The number was just adding. I'm like, my family alone, crowd, we're going to be more than that.
I said
So
my
was like,
mother's
no.
side of the family
And then
alone.
It's always the mother side.
And it was at that point that I knew that I would really want a really simple wedding, unless I feel that there's a need, maybe there's an extra benefit, maybe for some reason, either I have a business to sell after or something to launch, that having a really elaborate wedding would help push.
Unless they're doing a launch of a product
You know.
at the wedding.
Yes, I might as well
I
make it an
really-
experiential.
I really do
BTL.
not see myself spending an arm and a leg. Even then, I still said I don't know why I thought I could do that much without spending so much, though. But I thought, but now I'm setting that I really want something cute, elegant, fun. It will be very much fun, but I'm not. So if you don't get invited in the future, you know why? It's not because I don't love you. I care about you, but hey, the number has to be small.
I think another thing about weddings and stuff is that people leave the wedding with so much unnecessary commentary.
Yes.
You know,
Aduane
and
no
the
cry
food was
nyɛ
nice,
dɛ.
and this was
Jollof
and you-
no
and you
cry.
want- It's such a special moment that you want people who understand the journey you've been on with your partner. They love and they value what you're. And if you're a Christian or you're a spiritual person, then you want people who are coming to pour out and help you to actually. So you want a meaningful experience
Gathering.
as opposed to people who are now come to say, oh Shrichon, your stomach was looking big in the dress and your husband, his head doesn't have hair in the middle of his head, and
Meanwhile, you were fretting over the tiny details and spending all your money to ensure that
people
everything
get so
would be
frustrated with the
close to perfect.
build up that they don't enjoy the actual.
Yeah.
And I've been at a wedding and people were talking.
Yeah, me too. I think
About,
we've
and
all
I was
experienced
like, the
every
tilapia
wedding,
cry, they
oh.
didn't spice it well, eh? What
Every
is this? The
wedding.
DJ is too loud. Can you tell the DJ?
And you know, I used to have a wedding show, so I've been to quite a number of weddings. And when I was a student too, I did some gigs with wedding event planners, which meant a lot of weddings. So I've been to very expensive, where a lot of money spent on weddings, and I'm telling you, all of them, people complain. All of them, like I've
People
been
are
to
never
really
satisfied.
like
so
weddings where
might
you
as
spend
well.
money, like a lot of money.
Rich people wedding problem, poor
Very
people
wealthy
wedding
people,
problem.
and
Either way,
then
there's a
still
problem.
no
Socially.
complaints.
So one of our listeners is texting us and giving us more tea.
Yeah, let's have it.
If I can find the mouse. Okay, so Nana Kwesi says, so the guy has also responded. He says that they are in a proper relationship. And they are not friends, as she's saying. They've been together for a while and they have businesses together.
Wow.
The lady is convincing him to move to Lagos, where she even suggested they build shops to widen their streams of income when they finally live together. He said a lot that suggests otherwise. If his truth is anything to go by, then one is lying. The question is the one you are dating you?
Oh, that's a very good question. We love it.
Yeah.
The-
Are you in a relationship with? You know how people always say, "Oh, I'm single," but then somebody said they're in a relationship. So who is in a relationship with who?
Now you have
You're
to
in a
ask.
relationship
oh.
with yourself.
You know, you need to really ask the person you are
That's
dating.
why I'm always saying that. You see people that are always posting body parts and not posting,
face.
you know, because you need to let us know, because this your boyfriend probably has like, and this your girlfriend is probably
Do you
three
know what
other people's.
You know what my biggest fear is
What?
right now? Is to feel like I have a boyfriend. Then I posted him and I'm feeling so excited. Meanwhile, he's like three other girls' boyfriend. It would be
Yeah.
so embarrassing.
And the thing is, wouldn't you rather want to know than after you have been proposed to. Now everybody, but this guy is not this person's
In a relationship
But
with
anyway,
you were
I've also
99
been in that
others.
position where I was so excited. I almost thought, you know what? Let me share. And then the person too was, oh, it's fine. I'm okay. Like, yeah, like it's just you and me. So I don't mind. There's nothing to.
Posted like
No, I didn't. I held myself back and I look back and I'm like, oh, thank God. Can you imagine? Like, I would have posted this person that now I have issues with, and then I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
No, please.
I mean,
if
whatever.
you're married, that's fine. If you marry and you get divorced, it's fine. It was married, you know.
Really?
You take it a step further, yes. But dating, I'm not posting anybody.
It's a genuine issue. Like the things that are genuine
I'm not
issues
posting
now.
anybody. Please.
Like that 10 years ago, 15 years ago didn't exist. It's so amazing. Like it's a genuine issue. Like, can I?
to relate.
And I think I've told this story so many times. A friend of mine started dating a guy, and one morning we woke up and she had posted him on Facebook and said, "This person is asking me out. I would like to know if he's in a relationship with anybody else out there before I make a decision." With his face,
Yes.
and that was it.
Yeah, this
Nobody came forward, so I mean, I guess.
I think there's a few Facebook groups too like that where women get to post the guy.
Is it
asking
that or
if-
full
if
investigation?
there's anybody?
The FBI.
Are we dating the same man? I think that's the name of the group. Are we dating the same
They should
man?
add me to that group.
Serious?
Start
Yeah.
posting so that we can know. Better safe than sorry.
We
Yeah,
are
I'm
completely
sorry.
off topic at this point.
Yeah, but then I think what Nana is saying, right? If that's true, obviously someone is lying. Like he's rightly saying, because I mean we've spoken about like what you said about maybe the girl is saying that he's been asking about. Then for a man, and you see men also, and I want to probably play the devil's like men don't do anything. I don't think this guy wants to set himself up to be embarrassed this way. So there may
You
be
don't need
Like I'm saying, if he is a stalker, yes.
yes. So we've discussed.
you see,
The incident I had, okay, I was a student too. I was there one time and I was like, somebody came to call me from class that I had a visitor. I step out and this person, I'm like, huh? How did you even know where I... Guess what? The person saw me on TV during my matriculation.
What?
Yes.
and fell in love.
And came there. No, this was somebody I knew from high school.
Okay.
And so I was like, oh, you know, after high school, I'd not seen the person. It was like, oh, I saw you on TV that you were in this school. So popped. I'm like,
How?
what? Yes.
That's what I'm saying. I'm playing devil's advocate. So let's say these people are really in a relationship, and then he decided that he wanted to do this proposal, like this guy saying, and they have a life together. I don't think he would intentionally set himself up to be embarrassed.
I
But,
swear.
see, if they are in a relationship, they have a business together. Huh? And he comes to propose, she will slap him in public.
No, you see, depends on opportunity cost analysis at that point, Ibab. First of all, these are a few questions I want to ask. Number one, all his boys were there. So are you saying that out
They
of
don't
his
know
6
that.
or 7 boys, they will give him vim that this girl know they like you, but go? I mean,
Go-
at least
exactly.
one
But boys
friend.
can tease themselves, so
Oh
boys
no,
can
but
set
this
themselves
was
to laugh
mega
at each
embarrassing.
other.
So for me, at
When it
least
comes to
I
a
feel
man,
like
so that they can call him a simp.
no, I don't.
No,
think
like,
so.
I feel
don't
like
think so.
they-
I feel like
they-
definitely
woman, I
one of
mean.
them would have said
Yeah.
this is not a good idea.
There's-
But they
there's-
were all out there to support
So,
him.
but
It
we
wasn't
don't even
just
have
him.
proof that those are his friends. You know how boys can
Exactly,
be.
there could be
Chairman,
people
boss,
around.
they will always rise up on their guy. It's another guy. So, Charlie, let's boss him out. Boss, oh, chairman.
Okay, so
I
that's,
don't mind
that's
them.
one side. We're
Side.
also playing the devil's advocate on the other
Yeah.
side. Is that maybe too they were actually in a relationship.
Yeah.
I'm tempted to feel like they actually were. I don't know.
Yeah.
They were actually in a relationship. But maybe there was somebody else there. The girl had somebody else and he
Yeah.
was there. Either maybe a sugar daddy, the person who is paying for the days, the person, something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so then because of all those things, it's like, no, I have to pretend like I don't know.
I don't know
you.
this guy.
And I
Ibab.
think what is missing in this is they probably were not on the same page on how to move forward.
Maybe
right?
they were, except that the proposal was a surprise.
Yeah, and maybe the timing. Maybe she doesn't want a public proposal. Like
And
Maybe
also
she
propose
does,
at
but
somebody's
Ojogu was
wedding.
there. I don't know why you people are like you don't
No,
want to
but
see
you see,
that.
but and also to propose at somebody's wedding. I said that some time ago. I used to have strong feelings against somebody proposing at my future wedding. You know, now I don't think it's really an
I would be
issue.
so excited.
You just have to
if
tell
at
me
my
first.
wedding, my bridesmaids.
You just have to
all
tell
7
me.
or 10 of them
You just
get
have to
proposed
ask the couple getting married first. But then there are some people that don't want that.
So what
like
if they
will
do?
be
you know,
there
I don't.
safe
Who
to
wants
even
to?
do the proposal? That would be great.
You know, but I'm sure there are ladies too who do not want to be proposed to at a friend's wedding. You know, they probably
that's not the
think that you should
proposal she
put in more
wanted.
effort. Now, somebody's decor, somebody's music is what you want to use to propose
Somebody's
to me.
music.
Someone has hired their DJ.
Somebody has hired their DJ
Okay,
at
so I
hall.
don't know if you guys have seen this trend on TikTok, which I really love, right? Man and okay, sorry, our WhatsApp lines, WhatsApp phone is open. The WhatsApp is open. That's the point. 055-1111-997, 055-1111-997. You can get involved in the conversation. There's a trend on TikTok where man is sitting across woman, they are eating. Man slides ring to the woman. She opens it, puts it on, they fist bump, and they continue eat. Have you guys seen those videos?
Yeah, I've seen some.
What do you think? Esinam, is that your kind of thing?
Yeah.
Probably.
Like it's so like no words, ring on the
Yeah, so
table,
we
just
know
pick
each
it up,
other.
you wear it, fist bump, yo, we
It's
move
giving
like we.
you're my
Nah.
guy.
You know,
That's it.
anymore, I'm remembering some feelings I've felt towards somebody before. And I'm thinking, actually, I might not mind. See, when you love somebody, when you feel some way about somebody, okay, I don't think there are certain things you don't mind. You're like, okay, we have that vibes already. Maybe not just continue eating. I probably squeal a bit before I go back to eating. But
Yeah.
Media,
Yeah.
I want a proposal where it's like I can see that you are coming to die and kasa
hey,
that's
sir,
more.
be on,
Hey.
on one knee.
Yes.
Who hurt you?
Hanging in the sky, rolling on the floor, but nobody. I don't want
Sunny
anybody there.
Boone.
Just the
So
two of
there's
us.
this new
'Cause I need to
proposal
feel
also
your
trending
urgency and desperation.
on the same TikTok.
Desperation.
Why are you trying to steal? Like when you were
That
describing your
drone.
proposal, I let you. I'm describing mine. Fala, you are still being a witch from the.
I'm
first-
sure listeners already know that Animwaa has something against me because she's always attacking me.
But I always ask for you back.
I'm
Because,
Cinderella.
like, do you
and you are the two evil sisters
Wow.
that
Wow.
she likes.
Wow.
Young Cinderella.
Wow.
Where's your
Yeah.
missing slipper?
I don't have anything against you. You are one of my favorite people, and I always ask for you. It's just so fun to tease you. You know, everybody who comes on Strong and Sassy has a different personality. So I'll tell you, you are like the chronic interrupter. Aram is always setting questions ahead. So when she starts with her intro, then she'll say, I'm sure at some point we will
get
ask
there.
this question. Meanwhile, I haven't planned that I'm going to ask the question. So that's Aram's personality. Esinam is always on the phone. She's not interested in the conversation we're having. She's no. So I'm saying this to say that all my regulars have their personality. So I tease them. I tease Aram. So it's not like it's a personal.
Oh, no
Yuba.
problem. No
Yeah,
problem,
it's a.
I know.
She's on her phone. So I ask her a question. She wasn't listening. I don't know who she's texting first. It was she's doing MBA, then she's doing MPhil, then she's doing PhD, then she's doing Google
PhD.
Classmates.
Talk about
Haven't you finished? Because you are still
PhD.
on the phone.
Maybe she's discussing her proposal.
My no. my ADHD self has to engage somehow.
something
If you are
else.
not talking to me, something must be engaging my brain, else I'll be bored.
Oh.
Fair enough. Know thyself.
Yes.
So, Amma, you were interrupting.
I was saying that
I love
there's this
it.
new new proposal also quite trending on TikTok where the guy proposed with drones in the
Ooh.
sky.
Wow.
I think it's called Dallas proposal.
Wow.
So she made another video. Is your man doing this? Is your man doing this? And like it's blowing up the comments. And one of the comments, a guy was like, "Wow, very soon this one will be bare minimum. What are we going to do as men?"
It's
You
true.
know?
It's
But it's
true.
like because a
You
lot
keep
of
on
the women in
shifting
the comments
goalposts. Yeah.
were so excited about it, and they were like, "Oh, what prayer did you say? What all the ladies were asking for that." And some were like, "This is my sign to stop dating broke men."
Wow.
Because like now they want drones
She
in the
needed
sky.
a sign. She needed a sign to stop dating broke men. First of all,
Yeah.
okay. Let me read this one here. Please. Please, good evening. Please take time and read my message to all the ladies.
Yes.
This proposal thing that we hear around now in drama form, it's not anything romantic. Those ladies that such is done in public should blame themselves. There's a saying in my Ewe language,
Tell us.
which cat said to dog. It goes like this. You guys are Esiname era. I need a said in Ewe. Like I can't.
We need to.
Oh yeah. I'm as well. Sorry. So Amma, will you?
It
It is the way a dog sets its face or behaves. That is why the farmer always takes it to the farm.
Oh wow.
elective ewe.
Alia avu mlomo. Ye nana. What's a farmer area? Agbadala. Kwe yina dad agbala. Bashi agbala.
This one is literal translation. But maybe there's a way it's said in.
Yeah.
He should send a voice note.
I was just gonna say, send a voice note.
In ewe.
It is the way a dog sets its face or behaves. That is why the farmer always takes it to the farm. If you're a proper lady, and for that matter, marriage material of 100 million yards, a guy doesn't need to display drama when proposing. I don't know. Young ladies coming should learn to be worth their salts.
So what is the
Francis.
drama here?
Young ladies coming should learn to wear their salts around, not only career-wise. Francis, the way you have put the words, individual words together, is
No
a little
wedding.
difficult to-
The word is not wedding.
Anymore, I'm not sure if he has a problem with the effort.
That's
in
what I'm saying. It's a bit
proposal
unclear.
or-
So, Francis, what exactly is the problem? Is it that the proposal, you said it's not romantic? Some people think it's romantic, though. Then, if you are a proper lady, there's no need of drama. Some proper ladies like drama. Then, I don't know.
But you know,
Your
there are
point is
men
not
who
pointing.
discuss that there've been discussions from men online about going on one knee not being African. You know, about
Yeah.
this proposal thing not being African.
So, what is African?
Apparently,
Everything
going
is
on
not
one is
African.
not African. To some
But
men.
your wife working and helping you is that
Exactly.
one
Yes.
there
Yes.
is African.
But you know, traditionally, the engaged part is what we call knocking. You know,
Is
when
it?
yes,
I thought that's
you
when
are
they
knock-
just bring the drinks the first time. That's the knocking.
That's knocking, yeah. When
Mhm.
they send a drink, that's when you're engaged. And then when
Oh,
you are
okay.
actually married, the wedding is the traditional wedding that people mistakenly call engagement. No,
It's a wedding,
That is a
no.
wedding.
It's a
It's
wedding.
So when
that's
they bring the
recognized by
drinks for
law.
the knocking, that's the engagement.
The introduction, that's
Yes.
engagement. And then when your family accepts that drink,
That's the
you are
wedding.
engaged. So
Right.
traditionally, African wise, that is when you
And
are
what we
considered
call
engaged.
engagement is actually a wedding.
A wedding.
It's recognized
You are
by
married.
the laws of Ghana.
That's when you are married.
as
You know, I've been trying to correct people, but it looks like some people just really do not consider themselves married unless they've done a
Yeah.
white wedding. And this white wedding, Krampono, they separate civil, like going to the registry, and church wedding, like just spending
These
money.
are
too
three
much
different
money.
marriages.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You're
And
being
even
married
by
3
the
times.
law, the different marriages come with different conditions. So if you're married by customary marriage, I hope I'm right. That's the one where your husband is allowed to marry more than one woman.
Yes.
That's the polygamous
It's
system.
not allowed.
It's not against the law.
Yes.
For
So
him
if he
to-
marries again, it won't be bigamy.
So what is
Yeah.
the difference between not allowed and if he chooses to, it's not against the law? Madam ADHD.
It's in the way the
wedding.
wedding. And it's in how-
The men are very happy about the allowances. What is allowing them to do what they? But yes, it's not against the law for you to be married to more than one. If you go the ordinance way, then it's one wife, one husband.
Bigamy if you marry somebody else.
The church one day, I don't know.
No, because you know.
No, you see, most of the churches, I mean, not all. Now we know that not all of them. So you have to ensure your church has it. Some of the churches, they are gazetted.
Okay, so
what
once
you
you do
sign there is also
The same as
civil.
what you would have
It's
gone
the same
to,
as
yeah.
the civil, what you would get at the registry. So you don't have to do
So if
both.
you do in go to Accra AMA to do that, and maybe
Yeah.
you're having your wedding at an event center,
Yeah.
that passes. But if
Yeah.
you're doing it in the church and it's gazetted, it's the same thing that you get.
And
I mean,
then
so
the registrars and
technically,
all, they come
when you
home.
go to the registry, then you don't really need an event center again or
Mm-hmm.
church. That's
You
extra
don't
money you
need-
don't have to spend though,
Yeah.
because you're already married legally. You
don't
already
even
have the
need,
legal
like,
mandate
what you
to
would
be
call
considered.
the traditional. If you sign in court, you don't need anything else.
Right.
You don't need anything
Yes.
else.
But if you want your family, because you're African, your family believes that there has to be something, and you go and do the traditional wedding where, they write a tall list for you. I have a problem with that list, but,
Oh, bright
Wow,
price.
what's a show today where we've gone
But
completely
I mean, the long
off
and
corn.
short of it is that a traditional African proposal, the engagement phase is knocking. The Nigerians call it introduction.
I get that. So with the traditional African, you don't have to get down on one knee. You have the discussion.
No,
You say, I'm
it's
coming.
between families.
So you African men, you won't be romantic.
So that's what.
Who
Well,
said getting down on one knee is romantic?
It's not the getting down on the one knee that's romantic. It is
So
the
what is the romance?
it's the conversation. It's the
Exactly.
expression of
Exactly.
the desire. But when Ghanaian men say we don't want to get down on one knee, that's what they mean. They
They
don't
mean
want
they don't
to have,
want to express.
they don't want to express
desire.
and love and that's what
I think if
They need
I
to have
mean
somebody
the
like
man
that to
who's
kiss
saying he
sign.
wants to marry you and just getting on one knee for how many seconds, that's too much for you. You should really ask
Yes,
yourself,
give
oh,
up.
like seriously, because you know the woman you're asking to marry,
up.
it's something she would like. Yeah, it is so K drama or whatever.
What does it
but
take
and
from you,
so
though?
she likes it. That's how she wants to feel. It won't take much out of you. You don't have to break the bank to do that. So if
Yeah.
that's too much for you, I think as women you should really read a lot of meaning into
into
it.
some- So something that I find interesting these days is the fact that men are actually proposing. Because, and I'm saying this because I've heard a lot of stories about how women are pushing for marriage.
Yeah.
How sometimes it's the woman, really pushing and cajoling and scheming and manipulating and fake pregnancies
and paying for the wedding.
and all of
Yeah.
those things. So
Yeah.
every time I see it's unfortunate because I shouldn't feel joy when I see it. It should be the norm. But when I do see a man make the effort to propose, especially black men, African men, it's really nice.
But we don't know the conversation it's out of the cajoling that the proposal is happening.
So there must be
sometimes.
cajoling.
Yeah.
Sometimes there have been incidences like that.
So the men
when
on
I had the
TikTok
wedding
who say
show,
that I saw her and I wanted to marry her, where are they?
I had a
On
couple
TikTok.
who, do you know when the proposal happened?
When?
Their wedding planning was way ahead. They already had a day. I thought it was like a week to the wedding. Then the guy proposed in the house.
Yeah.
So,
I've seen some of those
They
things.
already knew they were going to
So
get
it was
married.
like a
Everything.
setup.
Yeah, it was like, oh, you already know, but she kept saying, oh, you should have done this, but the only thing they had done was he was like, oh, tell your parents I'll come and see them. My family people are coming to see them. So that was it. Okay, and then
Giving backhand
it
proposal.
it left that moved to they planning weddings, sending out invites. Then about a week to it, because from that time to when she kept saying, why didn't you do all that surprise proposal and things for me? So she kept talking about it, and so he decided, you know what, let me just do it.
so that I
And
have
so
my
did it
peace, so that
a
it's
week
like-
to
At
the
least he
wedding
paid for the
in
wedding. I know
house.
women who are paying for their own
Oh
wedding.
yeah, he paid.
Well, I mean, yeah, there's that. Essie, now, just because you are not paying attention, one,
I am.
but also because you're kind of the one with a bit of a divergent view, do you think, or for you and your tribe, do you feel like it's important for? I feel like I already know the answer, but do you feel like it's important for a man to lead the not necessarily the marriage conversation, but to show the wanting of making you his wife? I'm asking this because of the way things are in Ghana now, because of the entitlement, the dragging of feet of a lot of men when it's like we have options, we don't really, and all of that. Do you feel like it's important and maybe even indicative of what the relationship is, or might be like, if the man is actually leading in that department and saying, yes, I do want to marry you, I do see that this is how you would like to be proposed to, so I do want to, but it's actually something I want to do, I want to have that moment with you where I express to you that it's not about you crying or saying I've been with you for a long time, but I actually want you to be my wife.
Generally, how we view marriage in Ghana is what I have a problem with, and and that is what has led to certain people feeling like if I now come and propose to you, or if I tell you that I love you or I want to marry you, then that shows I'm serious about you, like we discussed earlier, right? But the kind of value we place on marriage is, and the way marriage is made to look like a woman's
It's a
achievement,
benefit. Yeah.
a woman's ultimate achievement, without which she's nothing. That is what has put us in this position. But ordinarily, marriage is between two people. It should be okay for the man to be the one eager about the marriage, or even the woman being eager about the marriage. If a woman is eager about the marriage for the wrong reasons, that's when I have a problem with the fake pregnancies and paying
Emotional
for their
blackmail.
own thing, emotional guilt tripping, like chasing the person to marry. If you have to force someone to marry you, do you really want to be married to the person, or do you just want to be married? Like, there's a lot of I just want to be married. So what do I think that is just a man that should lead the conversation for the purposes of the kind of society that we are in?
Yeah.
I'll be biased to say yes, because it will give my fellow women peace. Like I will prefer that for other people to be okay in the situations that they are in if men lead that conversation. But practically, it shouldn't be a big deal who leads the conversation. It shouldn't matter if I'm the one who is asking, yo, what do you think about us? Do you see us going a long term? Do you see us getting married? And like when it comes to marriage or family, how do you see? I don't really. If you're on the same page with the person, who brings up the conversation doesn't matter. But it's when each one person is in it for the wrong reasons, or the scales are tipped on one side. That's when there's a problem.
Yeah.
Aram wants to say something giddy giddy giddy.
Yeah, I do. And I mean, just agreeing with what you're saying. And for me, I'm very big on leading some of these conversations, because the truth is, it's very difficult unless the person is very manipulative. Most guys don't lie, you see. And sometimes when you take the
Hey, did you say that?
wait, listen to what I'm
She's
saying.
something.
When you ask certain questions, the answers will let you know where you stand.
Facts.
So unless that person is really trying to like manipulate you, and there are people who tell you that, I just want to go with the flow. You need to ask yourself, am I at where I am right now? Do I want to go with the flow, or do I want something serious? And you can ask these questions in various ways. Actions speak louder than words. If this person is only calling you when they need something, you know where this relationship is going. So it really doesn't matter who is leading the conversation. And do you really want to marry a man who actually doesn't want to marry you? Do you actually want to marry somebody that doesn't want to marry you? And it goes both ways, because with this proposal thing, are you really proposing to someone who will slap you instead of saying yes in public? That lets you know. And sometimes before you even make this grand gestures, even if you're asking a lady that I want to go and see your parents and she's dragging her feet and you guys have been together for 2 years, if I have to tell you after 2 years that like, bro, what are we doing? And you're like, I'm not sure. My girl.
So 2 years is your cutoff.
It used to be, now it's 1. I don't know what do you want to know? My ancestors? Come on, my guy.
Yeah,
in
so,
or out?
What's your
I
cutoff
think
point? What's your cutoff point, Amma?
Me, I would say 1, 2, but maybe even 6 months. Yeah.
What?
No.
Like saying that
Yeah.
after 6 months, if the person hasn't proposed,
No,
then
not
serious.
necessarily propose, but I think there's some things I've not listed them down yet, but I think there's a vibe I'm looking for.
You need to
Yeah,
know
yeah,
what
after 6
direction.
months, you don't get that commitment.
Yeah, I'm a very patient person when it comes to things like that. I know, because I've tested
If
it.
after 6 months,
But
like, yeah.
so from past experience, you keep adjusting the period, how much time you're willing to give to somebody or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I think the conversation, it should be okay. Usually they say, oh, the man should take the lead on that, but it's both of us, our life here, that's involved in this relationship. It's my time, it's my future at stake here, so I should be able to lead the conversation. But again, like you said, because of how we've seen a lot of relationships, especially in our part of the world, play out where it appears as if the success of a marriage is largely on the woman's tolerance and willing
Endurance.
to endure and all that. So I would say yes, the man should be the one calling the shot. That okay, this is when we do it, but it is too much power given to men.
Yeah.
Because
And that's how you
a
be in a
man
relationship
can
for 10
lead
years.
you on for so long. But
So
you see,
how do men
sometimes
feel
you
when
can
they are
be in a
leading you
relationship for
on?
so long, oh.
Wait, I'm asking you, how? So men, how do they feel?
How will I answer on behalf
When they are
of men?
leading you, they've been with you 5 years, 7 years, and they know in their hearts that I will not marry you.
Yeah.
But it's 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. They are watching you grow old, watching your eggs drying up, and it's like, how do you
When
people
the
feel?
Bible
when-
said
Aram.
the heart of man is desperately wicked, these were the people you were talking
Aram,
about.
you see, you were talking about the relationship. So you can be in a really, really good relationship with the person, okay? And so you're thinking, oh, everything is fine. We've talked about the future. I know that, okay, we're on the same page, that we would get married. So now the whole thing is about when the wedding would happen for us to be married, right? So now the person points out a few challenges that you're also aware of, and maybe you too, you also have a few challenges you have to sort out. Maybe work, your finances, or something that you want to sort out before you get into marriage with somebody. So you are understanding to a point. So saying that you see how the relationship is going.
So there are
you-
timelines to those
sometimes, yeah. So sometimes you can actually, the person could be wasting your time in a good relationship.
Yeah, so you need to
I'm just
exit.
saying that sometimes the relationship is so good that if you're not careful, you would forget that.
Yeah, and then you will be
You've
in
not
it
been
for...
given-
But you
you've not
see,
felt
marriage
like-
is not the end of the relationship. Oh. Like we make it look like okay, then after 2 years, if you marry, then the relationship has ended.
No,
Like it is a continuous relationship you are in.
Yeah.
I get it, but it's like it has been elevated.
Elevated.
I know you
elevated to
won't like the
hopeful
use
till
of the
death do
word
us part.
elevated, but I mean in a contract called
Because for me, once you make the commitment that you want to be with the person, that's it. You are with the person for the rest of your life.
we want the man
no,
to
What?
sign the
No. What?
alimony.
When
to
you
make it
sign,
official.
We want the alimony, bro.
when you sign, then it's backed by law. That if something happens to this person, they know who to look for. It is for state recognition, but really, it
And
doesn't
family.
change. Then it is not for
and
family.
also, I mean,
People-
spiritual. There's spiritual.
people
connotations.
marry. People don't get married and have kids. They have a family. People don't. Marriage is not needed for family.
Yeah, for kids.
For a family,
Unless you come from a Christian home, then of course things are done a certain way.
marriage is not necessary for family building.
If you come from a Christian home, it is necessary.
No problem.
that's the topic for another day.
Oshe Christian mother, Oshe Sofo Mame.
Thank you very much.
But in practicality, on ground, you know that
Practically.
marriage is not necessary to build a family. A family is two people who have decided to be together and have born, and they have a family. Whether their union is signed backed by law or not backed by law, it's still a union.
So I feel like number one, we've run out of time.
Oh wow.
Number two, I feel like we should continue this conversation next week and talk about marriage and weddings because it looks like there's a lot to talk about.
Yes, there is.
I mean, the changing views,
yeah.
dynamics on marriage, the whole gender roles, must you get married, all of those things. So maybe next week we'll do that.
Yeah.
Maybe. I wanted to talk about orgasms next week, but my producer is against. The big O. The big O. From a scientific
Ooh, I would have loved to,
yeah, I really
Do
really
demo.
I really want
I mean,
to because
that happens in marriages, so we can slide that in.
because there's a news study that showed that 80% of women never experience
Never.
the big O.
Never.
And then my niece was telling me she just finished medical school that there are actually people who come to the hospital and say that in their family they are not allowed, the woman is not allowed to have an O because that's how Down syndrome children and
What?
yes, there's a lot of
That is
cultural
crazy.
perspectives around. So I actually wanted to have a doctor and
We
from
need a
Comfort
Rose
Noche, a consultant,
on
come
the
in
show.
because if you hear some of the reasons why women
Please,
think that they're
we
not
need
entitled.
to have this session.
You are very
Please,
interested.
excuse
Yeah,
me,
so am I.
producer. Excuse me, producer.
So we're
Hello,
still
good
trying
evening.
to figure out because of the time. We're still trying
Good
to figure
evening,
out what to do,
producer.
but we will figure it out. Either ways, we'll be back next week. So
Good evening,
thank you
producer.
so much for staying tuned in. My name's Animwaa Anim. I've forgotten my own damn name. My name is Animwaa Anim Addo, and coming up next is the 8 o'clock news. Stay tuned in. Are you ready? Or can I have 2 minutes? Yeah. Okay. He said I can have 2 minutes. So let me read some of my messages. She's not giving me my messages. I guess she's ready for you. All right. 8 o'clock news coming up.
8 o'clock.
Hello, good evening. Enjoy headline news at 8 with me, Michael Ashali. And tonight, pressure mounts on the governing NDC